What is going on, everyone? Commodore last week today brings you guys my live reaction to the Haikyu manga chapter 359. Now, the chapter has just come out, earlier today. Shout out to Visual Course for providing chapters week in and week out. They're performing God's work as it should be. And guys, it's been a very, very, very tough day, but I said to myself, there's no way I can conclude my evening, at the very least, without reading the greatness, man. So, we're here today for 359. We already, kicked off the third set between Karasuno and Kamomedai. And man, listen. My guy Aaron Murphy, I'm gonna question the nationality on that one, because unless he's someone who hails from Australia or something, I'm certain that's an American name. But regardless, Aaron Murphy knows his stuff. The man says he values two things in the world itself. I know it's technically three things, but in technicality itself, it's really his family and then the sport of volleyball. And look, the guy thrives off instincts. I don't know what it is now. One Piece I've been seeing recently with the whole instinct thing, but I feel like now Kingdom just has such an influence recently in the whole instinctual mindset. I've seen it in One Piece, now I'm seeing Haikyu, where it's like, you don't have to thrive off strategies, having plays. They go through the motions. Whatever happens during the moment, they just go with it, and then they make the opportunity from there. So that's kind of, how Kamomedai has just been, taking care of their business. And my man Kita came in and says, I respect it. I like teams like that. But he also likes teams like Karasuno because they got people like Shoyo Hinata, who could be a monkey wrench, throwing into the mix and saying, ain't gonna work like that. So let's get into the chapter and see what's gonna happen. Again, I need Karasuno to lose, for longevity reasons, but my poor heart. I can't do this, man. I know by the fact by the end of this matchup, I'm gonna be half the person that I was today, and down the line. My heart's not gonna be the same. But anyways, chapter 359 of the greatness that is the Haikyu. And speaking of Mr. Murphy, we get back to him afterwards. Chapter 359, the spear among the shields. The shield among the spears. Okay, so I think technically talking about Yamaguchi and with Suki, since that's kind of like their gimmick and everything going on. I want you to make a success. A larger habit. Sometimes you think, oh, I'm just having an off day today, but that's no excuse. You see everyone out there all maxed out. Only if you're actually sick or hurt. What's the translation? Oh, no, that's for the people who wrote the chapter. What happened was either a failure of your skill or a failure of your decision-making process and mental control. Learn now to tell the difference and correct the problem. Understood? Now, let's go back to the scenario practice. The opponent has a match point. We are 2 points behind. Okay, so I'm liking this because when you're putting guys in situations like this, they're going to be more prone to be able to handle themselves in that kind of environment. There's not really a strategy. You just know what the score is. Go from there. And I'm pretty certain, and exactly that is. Tanaka comes in trying to spike it, gets the block right in. Deflected. Boy, that's some annoying blocking that they got. You see Kita still with the twins. Yep. They sure are obstinate enough to make a guy want to throttle him. They're looking like, what? There's just something about the Kamomedai that rubs me the wrong way. And it's only partly because of Hoshiumi and Hirogami. It's more because the whole dang team reminds me of Kita's son. Mr. Perfect Shinsuke Kita. Hey, shout out to my boy. That's the tight show. You gotta put respect on my man's name. Yeah, we wouldn't have stood a chance against them. Kamomedai's block responded well, but it seems that they couldn't quite get an attack together. They have little choice but to just pass the ball over the net. So, goes back possession to Karasuno. Suki's getting set up. And just stop right there. Hakuba digs it, but the ball flies back over the net into Karasuno. So another set chance. Goal again. Nishinoya comes in. And yells straight to Azumane, and he gets right by them. Karasuno goes to Azumane in the back row, and they get the score. So tie up 1-1. Kamomedai valiantly tired to hang in there, but the third time was a charm. Karasuno gets the point. It's impressive how, even here, in the third set of a doubleheader, Karasuno's offense is still as sharp and varied as ever. Equally impressive is how Kamomedai continues to adapt and adjust to them. Karasuno's spear... okay, that makes more sense. I mean, technically, from the way I think, is Yamaguchi and Suki, but in actual reference, Karasuno actually being the spear on attack, and Kamomedai because, again, they're considered the perfect form, or basically, the max level of Date Tech with a player from, the youth camp. it makes sense that they're the shield in that case. So, okay, that makes a lot more sense now. Karasuno's spear and Kamomedai's shield seem equally balanced, each just as powerful as the other. No wonder this has been an exhausting game. And you see right there, Hoshiumi comes in, and does he get it right through? Well, yeah, he does. He goes right past it. Is that Kagema? Yeah, it is. You barely see like his face all scrunched up and everything too, but right like by like where his leg is and stuff, there's no chance. Yeah, what a hit! That was one beautiful line shot from Hoshiumi, peeking from between their shields. Gutters a sharp point of a wicked spear. You see Tendo Goshiki right there. He's like, "Yo, you like that line from the color commentator, didn't you?" And listen, my man, Tendo, for a fact, is a New Japan Pro Wrestling tard, and he knows the greatness of Nogami. So that's why he was a little shocked that Goshiki was like, "Oh yeah, you like that." And see, okay, Hiragami coming in, trying to get to Suki. Suki comes in and gets a deflection. Good one. Kamomedai runs smack into the keystone of Karasuno's defense, off the defense, rookie Kei Tsukishima. And on the other side of the net, we have gleam of a brilliant shield nestled in a bramble of spears. See Goshiki and Tendo, come on. Gosh, that was a pretty spiffy one too. I swear, this man needs to start like come to the matches and just do like his own live commentary. I'll take that over the main people we have right now. And Azumani hits it and gets the deflection, goes over, but still it's their point because it touched off the guys from Kamomedai right from the get go. That said neither team is giving an inch. You see Saigo like 2-2, and I see Hinata getting ready. This time I'm definitely gonna make their blockers pay attention to me. So Hinata coming in now, Nishinoya going out. Though I'm sure he's still not satisfied. Suki getting ready for his serve. Yo! I don't know if I'm supposed to mean something, but Hinata's eyes completely flip. He had like normal human eyes, and they completely went black. Right after, listen, man, my man's got some eye power thing. I mean, listen, you got the Jagan eyes. We move. Lost in the crowd. He just blends in right afterwards near Daichi and Tanaka, and he hits it right to Daichi hits it right off to Hoshiumi, and it goes right out. Is there a point? Has to be, yeah. Lost in the crowd. So going for another one. Okay, so now it's going back up. He's just downright disturbing how quiet Shoyo-kun's been out there. Quiet. He ain't been quiet at all. 5-5. So how many points? Wait. Okay, so we saw that one right there. They got it. And then Tanaka got it again. But how the hell did it move to 5-5 already? Yeah, there's like nothing that shows... Okay, whatever. Besides, it's pretty plain that going up against Kamomedai, not jumping out in front of all himself, is the smarter move. Sure, he makes it seem like he's just some wild child acting on instinct, but he actually puts some real thought behind what he's doing. And that's what makes it all the more disturbing. So Hinata's now going for his serve. Go, front. He gets to receive. Yo. I saw Hoshiumi that get it. My boy with the receive. He said, no, get the heck out of here with the garbage. It's not as iconic as the one against Hiderazaki, but god damn it, my boy's out here with the receives, man. I love it. Nice save. Now's our chance. You see Hakuba and them turning over. Damn it, their blockers are stupidly focused. Tanaka! And he hits it, but they go back. And Setter comes in, Suwa comes in and dives in from the save. Help! Go! Fly. Yo! Is he gonna set him up? He sets up Gao. And Gao just goes right by friggin' Tanaka, man. Yo, this man did the Oikawa, bro. He literally just jumped in. He's like, sets it right up. And Hakuba, Dan Yao Ming comes in afterwards, and literally he just like postered right on Tanaka from that angle, man. He gets the point. I'm pretty sure now it's like 6-5. Yeah, 6-5. Unbelievable. Even with an ugly pass and their setter out of the picture, Hoshiumi steps up and sets the ball magnificently for a shocking quick set. Yeah, watching it ticks me off. Here got me. My goodness. And setting for a quick is no easy feat either, as the one setting the ball has to adjust for the hitters approaching effectively, aiming for a moving target. Very impressive indeed. You see Haku right there, he's like, he totally baited me. Now that was amazing. And see Hinata there's all flustered, but Tenma obviously taking notice of what's going on. Yeah, the ideal is to be no fuss, no frills, plain and simple good team. But me, I see the value in being a harmonious part of the overall whole. However, that doesn't mean I'm gonna let myself get lost in the crowd. I mean, it's wild when you think about it though, because Hinata technically has kind of been stuck in the shadows and stuff during this matchup. And Hoshiumi, whenever the opportunity arises, he's able to get in there after and just, showcase exactly why he's a part of, the national camp. But most importantly, when you look at, the concept of the three aces, for next year and beyond, or basically for next year at least, because we'll be in his third year, but Hoshiumi is going to be pretty much one of those guys to fill the slot, next to the likes of Sakuza and who else afterwards, that comes into play. Oh, that was really cool. Look at Murphy. 6-5. Asahi! You see Azumari come in and hits it right off Hoshiumi. He gets to receive. He got that even off his deflected trajectory. Oh my god. What else can he not do? Hoshiumi, man. This is ace material. The guy you need to help your team go to the next level. This is the kind of guy you need, man. He got that even off his deflected trajectory. And you see afterwards as he's making the moves. And sets it right back for him. Korai! And he looks. He switched it? He switched! He doing these? The man is something else. He looked like he was gonna go straight down. And he just said, just flipped it around and smacked it sideways. And Nishinoya had no chance. Because he's going in last second. He didn't even think he's gonna try, he's gonna go straight. Oh no, Hoshiumi. I mean, it's good because longevity is a problem, yo. You see Kageyama and Suki are right there. Coming in for the block, ready to stop it, and even then, he's able to do stuff bruh, he's just something else, man. God, the complete utter direction. And Hinata's what in the hell? First, he digs it, then he scores it. Ladies and gentlemen, he can do it all. He hit that ball in exactly the opposite direction from the way his body was facing to. I am Korai Hoshiumi. Dude, look at his face. He knows, yo, I'm the MVP. You ever seen the 1992 Dream Team documentary where Magic's talking and stuff, and how MJ just walks into the room and stuff, and he's yo, this is a new sheriff in town. That's literally what Yoshihiro just did. Because I don't Bokuto is the only one I can think of that did something similar to this in the practice matches and stuff, switching up and everything, but to that magnitude, I've never seen that from before in Haikyu, man. Hoshiumi's something else, man. Oh my god. And it's 7-5 now, and that gives Kamomedai its first break point. You see Saiko looking on. It's okay. We're just getting started. Whoops. Nishinoya, got it. Synchro attack. Bunch, read, block. You see Suki trying to get 3 people. They'll block me. He hits it. Did it deflect over someone or no? Read blocking is the kind of blocking. They forced 3 people on him, and he had no choice to go for the sides. But because he wasn't able to read the space and thought he was going to be able to at least get the tight point, he didn't, and it goes right over and it's an out. Oh my god. They caught Suki right there and then. And of course the middle blockers in Kuro and Hinata are looking on because they know what just happened. That lets you get the last laugh. Read blocking is the kind of blocking that lets you get the last laugh. And it's 8-5 right now for Kamomedai. The pace is picking up. And that's the other chapter. Dude. Bro, they're truly showing it right now. When they say this is perfect form Date Tech or maxed out Date Tech, however you want to call it. I don't think Furudate Sensei was lying whatsoever, you know, writing this in. Like, they're clearly showing you that. Date Tech, obviously, you know, it's chicken right now that hasn't got a seasoning and hasn't been groomed and everything. Kamomedai is that team that's already been in the oven. They've been cooked. They've been prepared. And now you're seeing what's going on. It's like, oh my god. And to think they still... I have to double check, too, the lineups to see who else is third years and such. Because if most of the team, if there are second years, from what I'm thinking... Itachiyama, I know, will be like a favorite next year. Even this year, I know I still think they're the favorites to win it. But even next year, I would still like they're the favorite. Kamomedai, at the same time, if this is what they're showing now, next year they're gonna be like at least the number 2 favorite, regardless of how great Karasuno ends up going and new people come in, they're automatically gonna be in the top 2. With things like this, and to think that they probably haven't even shown everything that they have right now. 3 people, man, jumping right into Suki's direction. They forced the man to go on an opposite side and just stop him right there and then. And because of that, he thought he was going to try and get the tight end. He doesn't, goes out, and now it's a 3-point gap. And it could get ugly from here. Like, if the fatigue thing is real for Karasuno, it could really kick in right now, man. But yo, this was a great chapter. You demonstrated who exactly is living in the shadows and who exactly is in the moment. Who is the new sheriff in town? It's Korai Hoshiumi season, man. This guy is going to be the absolute, bro. Like, him, Sakaza, and I don't care who the third guy is, but those two are going to be like, like Larry Bird and Magic Johnson of volleyball for this generation, man. But yo, great chapter. I'm leaning towards at least, maybe like 8.5, maybe even 9. Straight up, the things that I see in this chapter right now, you're telling me, like, the man went straight trajectory. He's able to go into different spaces, move his body in certain ways to be able to make receives, to set up plays. He's almost like a complete player, and he's not, and he's still got a year to go to develop. Like, that's crazy, man. I'm curious to know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Like, how do you feel the way Hoshiumi is being shown off right now? I highly doubt he's completed as well. Like, if he's not complete, he not just got a lot to do going into the second year. Because if that's going to be the case, they're done today. If this is only a sample we're seeing right now, I don't know how Karasuno is going to try and prevail this. It's like next level right now. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Tell me how you guys feel about the chapter itself and how you feel like, what you saw right now from Hoshiumi. Is it too much, or it's fitting? Like, for a guy who's in the national camp and stuff for Japan, like, this is something you should be seeing from a player like this. And imagine Sakaza, man. Like, I need him so bad. But yo, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here. If you want to be part of the weekly experience when it comes to my coverage of Haikyu, week in, week out, subscribe if you haven't already. And make sure to click on the bell, Shandora, stay up to date with everything that goes on here on the channel. And last thing I want to also say too as well, I talked about this in the One Piece video and stuff that I did before in the last One Piece stream, but I'm going to be doing the weekly Shonen Jump draft, which if you guys have been with my channel for a while, I kind of know what that is. Basically, NBA style draft, drafting chapters from different series in weekly Shonen Jump, and creating like a greatest hits edition magazine, seeing like, who has like the best magazine compared to, comprised basically of chapters from different series in weekly Shonen Jump. Because of the fact that I do know the next week apparently is supposed to be a double issue, we might be on break in a couple of weeks' time. So I might be doing it around that time, but stick, keep up to date with Twitter, all the other social media links that I have, in terms of news, what's going on. And yeah, with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next chapter, 360. I don't know how Furudate is going to try and, send it to Karasuno's way, but I'm very excited to see, if they're able to pull off something that's going to be like, okay, it doesn't look like it's that big of a gap. So, until next time, guys, I'll see you guys next week for more of the greatness that is that Haikyu. So, Commodore last signing off. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, take care. Going crazy, yeah, we going crazy. I'm with the team, yeah, we going